Hey guys, it's another episode of Pink Sock Podcast with yours truly, Mike Usenick, and come on, say it, your name.
The Gorak.
The Gorak. Do you smell what the Gorak is cooking? Today we have metal band, Indian folk metal band, DYMBUR.
That's an interesting genre.
Yes, it is. We will talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah.
So are you ready for this, Greg? When I heard folk metal, I had to have this band on because those are two genres that belong together that you don't hear very often together. So without any further ado, we have DYMBUR. Your name is Cornelius, right?
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Cornelius. Yes.
I love that name. So
Thank you,
DYMBUR,
man.
I had to ask you how your name's pronounced because it's not very easy for people to pronounce.
It's DYMBUR, actually. DYMBUR. It's a Khasi word for a fig tree. Yeah, I mean, we belong to an indigenous tribe here in Shillong, in the northeastern part of India, in a city called Shillong. So DYMBUR is pronounced as D-I-M. The Y is pronounced as I in English, so it's DYMBUR.
Okay. That is awesome. I also see you guys use the name Thrat Metal a lot. I might be pronouncing that wrong.
Yep. Yeah. So Thrat is just a made-up word, man. I mean, it was back in 2014 or somewhere in 2014 when I was just sitting in my jam room and we were having some jam sessions, and so I was just playing some triplets on my guitar. And I was headbanging along with it, and saying the word "trat trat 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 trat," and the word just came up, "thrat." So I just wanted to use that word in the band's communication without any official explanation, and it's just a made-up word. And in 2019, when we released our debut album, back then we played progressive metal, so we termed thrat as an imaginary beast on our debut concept album.
Oh, that's awesome! At least you came up with some sort of story. That's really
just trying to be unique, man. Just finding a way to be unique.
So thrat is just the noise that gent sounds like.
Yeah. It's just that, man. Sound of triplets.
That is amazing. So you guys went from being this gent metal band to using traditional Indian instruments and being a folk metal band. What caused you guys to want to change your style like that?
I mean, we just we've been playing the band has been active for 10 years now. We started out in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, in 2020, when the pandemic hit us, we had nothing much to do. We were supposed to do an India tour to support our debut album when we released it in the year 2019. So when I was just sitting and I thought that we should try to do something else. This time, try to get a proper audience from outside and try to sound unique and be different from the other bands that are here in India. And I mean, we're pretty since we belong to to the tribe here in Shillong, to the indigenous tribes. And so what we have, I mean, we've got our own traditional instruments. Mm-hmm. So I just had, the idea just popped up right there. I mean, what if we fuse our own traditional instruments with metal? We've seen bands from outside and from different continents and different places doing the same. So we just wanted to sound different. We just wanted a sound of our own. So that I mean, the idea just popped up, and so we just got our own traditional instruments. We just had to rearrange them, and it just worked out, man, for the band. And I think we're still learning to do. I mean, learning, and we're still working with our sound also at the moment.
You guys are doing an awesome job because I've been listening to your guys' music, and you guys went from gent to what you guys are now, the Indian folk metal. And you guys sound like a
Yeah.
different band, but you guys are incredible in both.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So
I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
no problem, bro. Like you guys are doing great. You guys actually did the genre change when you released your single, the rape culture, right?
Yeah.
You were spreading the awareness of the ongoing rape problem in India.
Yeah.
You guys were donating proceeds to charity. What's the name of that charity, and where can we donate if we want?
It's called Spark Foundation. I mean, like the links are up on our YouTube page and on our Facebook, and it's just down there in the description of the official video of child abuse.
Okay, I will actually put it in our description once we're done on the air, so that we can get some donations going there too. Is it the same foundation that you're going through child abuse then?
No, actually, we did this only for child abuse. It's not for rape culture. It's only for child abuse. Yeah.
Okay. So you released your single Child Abuse recently, which is about the child abuse problem, which all cultures have this issue, which is great that you released this for that. So you released 2 songs to spread awareness, and you also announced recently you guys are working on another song. Do you want to talk about that?
No, none. We're not going to talk about it. I mean, like, because we're currently writing on very sensitive issues. So when the time is right and when we feel that it's time for us to share the song, we're going to share it there and then, man.
All right, you guys are becoming the Indian version of Rage Against the Machine. I love it. I love it. So does this mean that you guys?
Main thing is we're just trying to spread awareness, man. I mean, like it doesn't matter. I mean, like at the end of the day, when we are not here anymore, I mean, like the message has to reach. Try to change whatever's happening in the world. All these brutal events, all these sad things that are happening in and around, India and in around the world. It's pretty disgusting. So just trying our best to do our part.
See, I love that, because on this show, we do our best to spread mental health awareness. So spreading awareness is a thing that we do on the show. So we appreciate everything you are doing in India to help spread the awareness of all the ongoing issues, because if you stay quiet about it, things ain't going to change.
Absolutely.
And I love the way that you said that too. Like, we're only here for so much amount of time. We might as well leave our imprint.
Yes, man.
Like, that's awesome. So you guys, since you are releasing these songs, can we expect an album in the near future?
Yeah. We're gonna compile. At the moment, the plan is to release, a couple of singles, maybe 5 to 6 singles, and then we're gonna compile a few singles with some newer songs, and compile them up in an album. Yeah. But it's gonna take a little bit of time. I mean, like the plan is, just to spread the message out with albums. I mean, like we already had a debut album. When we played progressive metal, but that didn't work out for us. So with the change in genre, and since we're writing on very sensitive issues, we do not want people to miss out on certain songs. I think releasing them as singles along with music videos, I mean, it will help us reach a biggest. I mean, it will help us reach a wider audience. At the end of the day, that's what matters.
That's the thing a lot of bands are doing now. They're releasing the singles and music videos before the album. So you guys actually are smart doing that, because if you just release the album, some people might not even know that it's there, because the advertising for albums now is crazy. It's just not there anymore. So let's learn a little bit about you though. What kind of shows you watch? What are you into? I'm into sci-fi and time traveling stuffs and all, man. Oh, so are you a Stranger Things guy?
Not much of a Stranger Thing, but yeah, I do like the series. I'm a kind of dark guy, I don't know if you've seen Dark.
So you're more into the horror sci-fi side of things.
Kind of.
My man.
You're on the right show for that.
Same with Gorak, huh? So Gorak, you're into the same stuff.
Yeah, I love horror. Nice. I kind of gotten over the whole slasher thing. I'm more into the psychological horror. the stuff that was gonna make that's shit that makes you think and really messes your brain up a bit when you're watching it. That's the type of horror I'm into now. So,
Greg, have you seen the movie Number 23? Either one of you guys, have you seen the Number 23?
Yes.
No, I haven't seen that one.
You should, because it's a very interesting movie because it's starring Jim Carrey, who's known as being a comedy actor, but it's a psychological thriller. Yeah, he basically plays a completely different character than what people are used to. He ends up obsessed with this book, where he's obsessed with the number 23, and he actually becomes the character in the book and like just loses his mind. And it's just crazy. You should check it out.
Thanks for the suggestion, man. I'll definitely check that out.
You'll get a lot of suggestions on this show. You'll get a lot of
Maybe after the show, we will text you full of things as well.
Yeah, definitely, man. We're going to share stuff.
A whole list of Netflix shows to watch.
Yeah.
I guess the next DYMBUR single is gonna take it's gonna come out after 2 or 3 years. So I'm gonna go watch a lot of Netflix show.
Their next album is gonna be about time travel.
Yeah. Time travel and sci-fi.
We did have another member of your band join the backstage, but I guess they're having problems with their webcam. I just wanted you to know that.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, you guys are going to end up becoming a time travel sci-fi horror movie band. They're going to come out like Gorak.
We're gonna need a very high-end budget for that, man, to make music videos for a sci-fi band.
No, you don't, man. All you need is just a green screen and a couple of things that just move around. You'll be fine.
I guess I think we have to call you down to India, man, to shoot for us. I guess you're into the video editing, right?
Yeah, I'm very cheap, so.
Oh, it's gonna work, man. Again, so we're gonna talk about that later, after the show.
We're gonna end up making one of them really cheap B-rated horror films.
Yeah, and then they're gonna be like on MTV and shit. Thanks to us.
Does MTV even do videos nowadays?
I think it's all reality shows now. It's all bullshit.
So, what got you into music? Like, what bands got you into music when you was in your youth? What bands?
My uncle actually introduced me to metal music. So before that, bands like Iron Maiden, Sepultura. I grew up listening to these bands, and a lot of other classic rock bands, and yeah.
You had a badass uncle. That's cool. Maiden and Sepultura. That sounds like a good tour.
Yeah.
Have you got to see Maiden in concert yet?
Not Maiden, but not Sepultura also. But Sepultura, they came down to Shillong. I guess it was in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. They came down to Shillong. They performed a show here. I was not in Shillong at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that blows. Don't you hate when that happens?
Even Iron Maiden came down to India, man. Iron Maiden came down to India. Sepultura. Lots of great bands. We got Sky Harbor. They came down. The guys are from India. The vocalist is Dan. He's not from here, so. Yeah, Sky Harbor came down. We had Mr. Big. Mr. Big came down to Shillong, and there are lots of bands, man. Lots of bands.
We do have somebody joining us. This lovely man that's hiding in the darkness. Speaking of horror movies, look at he's all
shit right there.
We got Blair Witch Project.
Where you at? That's Andreas.
I can't hear you guys well, but I just heard something about a witch.
No, I was saying we was talking about horror movies and such, and you come on here looking like you're on Blair Witch Project. How you doing, man?
I'm so sorry. I'll apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm late. I'm stuck in between chores. So I'll just step into the car. Just go ahead with God. I'll step into the car and I will connect with you guys immediately. I will not disconnect right now, but yeah.
Okay,
Hang
bud.
on. So just give me an update. What's happening? What are you guys talking about?
We talked about the band's name. We talked about how he came up with Threat. We just talked about horror. We're just discussing just random shizniz, having fun. This is a hangout session, pretty much. This ain't an interview. This is I don't know.
This is what we do to all of our guests.
So what we was talking about is bands that got you guys into metal, or people that got you into metal.
Okay. I would love to mention my band. Is that okay? Con, are we good?
Yeah, definitely, man. Just go ahead, Andreas.
Okay, so basically, I was. Let me just adjust myself. I'm in the car, by the way.
Don't do that on the air. Don't touch yourself on here. It ain't that kind of show.
Yeah. Okay, so okay, there we go. Okay, so basically, I started off music doing gospel music, right? And somewhere down the line, most of my friends were all metalheads. So they introduced me to this band called Pain of Salvation. You guys heard of this band?
No, I have not, but you guys should send them to me. I will listen to them.
Cool. They're on Spotify, bro. You just have to go to Spotify, just type Pain of Salvation. There's an album called 1 Hour by the Concrete Lake. And coming from gospel, and this band is, of course, they don't talk about Christianity as such, but certain songs speak about the Christian philosophy. So that was how I kind of got hooked onto this band, and that was how I got hooked onto metal. So after Pain of Salvation was when I started listening to much more deeper, metal bands. So that was how it happened for me.
That is a very interesting backstory, because there's not a lot of metal bands I've talked to where they're like, I was into gospel. That's what got me into metal. Like, that's a very interesting.
It's interesting, though. Like,
yeah, like, it's very interesting. I'm not making fun of you in any way, but like, I just find that interesting, because it's like,
I get you, bro. I get you.
It's like, who got you into metal? Oh, Billy Graham. What?
yeah.
Like, okay.
So, but I think that's Captain Pink Rock and Gorak, right?
Yep, I'm Captain.
Yeah, so
Pink
Captain
Sock.
Pink sock,
Pink
actually,
sock, yeah.
not Pink Rock.
Yeah. Oh, Pink sock.
I like that too.
Yeah, so Captain.
Pink
Yeah,
Rock.
so Captain. Yeah, so Captain, actually, like where we come from, we are, I think, Cormas, I've told you, we're from the northeastern part of India, where we basically we learned our language, we learned most of our culture. Also, besides the ethnic culture, the Western culture came from the British. We were ruled by the British for a couple of years, so for a few hundred years. So our education, our our upbringing, our background is kind of a little British. Even our parliament has been based on the British way of the parliamentary system. So that being said, for us, speaking English and Khasi, which is our traditional language, is way more easier than speaking the national language, which is Hindi. So, it was easier for us to connect to Western music than I would say for the rest of the country. Yeah.
Well, that's fascinating too, because I didn't realize that you guys were British.
No,
we're not British. We were.
We are not British at all. Dude, I'm enjoying this.
You aren't fooling me, bro. You're not British. I don't know.
No, we're not British. we are not British at all, but we were governed. We were governed by the British rule.
I know.
So our schooling system. Yeah.
I'm just joking with you, bro. I get what you mean.
Okay, cool.
Who's pulling your leg, man?
Okay, cool. I just joined in, so I thought he was serious. I thought Captain Pinkstock was serious.
No, I'm just messing with you, bro. It's all right.
Okay, bro. Okay, yeah.
So you guys are into the whole metal scene, but this is a question I love to ask, just to hear the answers if there is one. What musicians do you guys listen to that nobody would expect to be on your playlist?
Cor, you start. I'll think about it.
Okay, you think about it, huh?
Oh, come
on. I listen to Justin Bieber, man.
I was going to say that.
Songs.
I was going to say JB as well.
Man. Yeah.
No.
See, I get Backstreet Boys sometimes. I get NSYNC.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up listening to Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's who got you into metal.
No, that didn't get me into metal, though.
What? I actually talked to a guy on a previous podcast I did. I'm like, who got you into metal? And he told me the Wiggles.
We haven't heard of the Wiggles. I haven't heard of the Wiggles. Well, I'm going to check them out, though.
Have you heard of, you know who Raffi is, the children's songwriter Raffi? They're pretty much like the 90s to early 2000s version of Raffi. That's what
okay.
They're four guys who like write children's music, and I'm like, that's the perfect answer.
Okay.
Like that.
They're from Australia, so there you go.
Yeah, they're from Australia.
Okay.
I didn't realize they were Australian.
Yeah, they are.
Man, why didn't they write the song fighting kangaroos?
Next time I see them in concert, I'll ask them if they do.
Wait, next time?
I always want to go, just like for fun. Like it'd be cool.
So what's your guys' dream gig? Like, what show do you guys want to do? Who do you want to open for? Like, what is your dream show?
I definitely would want to open up for Meshuggah, man. I mean, like, me personally,
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and I would love to play Wacken or Bloodstock, man. These are festivals that, have always been there on my dream list. And Hellfest, though.
That's awesome. Cool. That's the metal answer. We all know that you're thinking Justin Bieber. We all.
Thinking about Meshuggah, have you listened to Meshuggah's new album?
Yeah, definitely, man. I've listened to.
Oh my god!
Just check them out.
Fucking good.
Yeah, it's really good, man. It's really good.
Compared to the last album, this one was pretty much like the one up from that. Because every song you can just listen straight through without skipping it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. But like the last album was good. Like there's maybe like 3 or 4 songs that I really like.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't dig the last album much, man. Just a couple of songs from the last album. But the new one is pretty sick.
But this album, it's just amazing.
It's pretty sick, and like the drumming is insane, man. Thomas is like he's an absolute beast,
Yeah, well, if he has to play Bleed every night, that goes for like 8 minutes.
How don't they cramp up when they play those songs? Those are
I don't understand. I mean, how do you memorize those patterns? That's the main question.
Practice, bro. Practice.
So we're gonna give a little shout out because you are the music producer for Legato Recording Studio and Productions. Is that your company, or are you just a producer?
Yeah. That's my company, and I'm the producer here, man. Thank you for the shout out.
No problem. You produce all of the albums that you guys. Well, the one album that you guys have put out and all the music.
Yeah, I produced the album that we guys released in 2019. I produced the singles of DYMBUR. And also, I do lots of productions for other bands and other musicians here in my city.
Damn, you guys lucked out with this one. He can produce the albums. He can help write them. Damn.
Precisely.
You guys got smart with this one.
This is what we need for our podcast, Mike.
Yeah, we need a producer. How much you charge an hour? No, I'm just kidding.
We'll talk about this.
No, we have Noami. Naomi's good.
Okay.
I think you might be out of her budget. You sound a bit expensive. Because I
And
got
what we get from Spotify is nothing. So there we go.
yeah, Spotify. You know how Spotify is.
Yeah, I know how it works. We need to get like 1 million streams,
Yeah,
to make something
streams.
out of it.
Here's your $1. And you guys have what, like 9 members? So you're not even going to make a.
Oh,
penny from-
we're 6 actually, not 9. It's 6.
Oh, 6. All right. Oh,
We're talking about Slipknot.
I was talking about Slipknot. Sorry. Damn, dude. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. Did you guys start off with that many members, or did you acquire that many members when you changed?
No, actually, we started out with 4 members, but we had to have these additional members right after we shifted our genre.
Yeah,
Since we've got the traditional instruments happening and all,
And not everybody can pull off the whole backing tracks like Kiss does. So,
Or Motley Crue.
So, what are some of the modern bands you guys enjoy, or do you guys just stick with like Meshuggah and like the older?
No. I listen to Loath. I listen to Sleep Token. I listen to Carnival. I listen to Falling in Reverse. Bring Me the Horizon. I mean, like lots of other bands, man.
Nice, dude. Like you just named all the bands that I like too. Like I listen, my genre. What I listen to is weird because like I'll go from listening to Lamb of God to listening to Weird Al Yankovic, and then I'll listen to some like Barry Manilow and some Elton John.
Yeah, I like your playlist, man. I mean, it all depends on the mood.
You know what, Captain? I'll tell you something crazy. Now that you mentioned Lamb of God, we opened up for Sepultura. And we played a Lamb of God number.
Oh, nice. Is that on video? Because I need to hear this.
That's with his old band. His old band, not DYMBUR, actually.
Okay.
Not with DYMBUR, with my previous band. And this was like way back 2008? Or 2008, 2009?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So we were running out of songs because we were supposed to play. We were the only opening act for Sepultura, and we were supposed to do just 3 to 4 songs, and we were not paid for it. We were just, like given the privilege to go up on stage, share the same stage with Sepultura, and that was my debut gig. I'd never played on stage with a metal band before, besides doing gospel in church. So I landed up on stage, and so we did a set of 4 songs. And then the manager's name is, by the way, also still is Andreas. I'm Andreas, so the manager's name is Andreas. So Andreas came up to me and he was like, dude, I think we need you guys to push a little harder because the crowd is not coming in yet. The grounds were not full. So we finished our set of 4 songs that we prepared for Sepultura, and then we were running out of songs. So we played our originals, and then after that we did about 11 tracks, and then we ran out of songs completely. So eventually we had to do Laid to Rest by Lamb of God. After we did Laid to Rest by Lamb of God, then the manager came on and said, that's good. That's done. We can get Sepultura on stage now.
they're like, you did a song people know. You can go now.
Yeah.
Dude, that is amazing. That's amazing that was your first gig on stage with a metal band. How the hell did you do that?
Yeah. I was lucky.
And that's opening for Sepultura, man. It's
opening for Sepultura, yeah.
On a scale to 1 to 10, how nervous were you?
Oh, dude. Fuck. But somehow, what happened on stage was that the main guitarist, the main guy of the band, who was supposed to be the anchor of the band, his processor conked off twice during the song. So it was only my guitars backing up the entire set for about a good 5 to 7 minutes, about 2 songs. I had to back it up, and I was okay. Once I was up there, somehow, like I was able to pull it off. I had worked hard enough to do my bit, so we pulled it off. It didn't seem like there was a flaw on stage, and then he immediately changed the adapter and got in another adapter, and we continued with the show. I think it went well. Yeah, back in the day, I think that that would have been permissible. Yeah.
How did you manage that to be your first gig, though?
2008. So I was doing gospel music from around about 2000, around about 98, 99. That was when I started doing music. So I was very involved with the church activities and with the church youth, and so I would be composing my own composing our own gospel songs and all that. But half of my friends were all metalheads, and we come from a part of town where I live in, where metal really thrived. We've heard bands that were crazy back then. I grew up listening to Watchtower. Have you guys heard of Watchtower?
No, I feel like a loser. All these bands you're naming.
Yeah, look, Watchtower is a band. If you listen to, like, if this particular generation listens to Watchtower now, that say that these guys are a copy of Dream Theater. Watchtower was formed 15-20 years before Dream Theater came to play. We listen to bands like Corona. We listen to bands like So the place where I come from, this locality where I come from, we've got a lot of hardcore metalheads there. Most of them are my friends. So eventually, my hollow guitar playing turned to changed to an electric guitar, and then from gospel it went to rock. From rock it went to metal, and then once I heard Queen of Salvation, I was hooked, and that was how I came to play metal.
That's awesome. We do have Mason joining us once. There we go. Hey, Mason. Sorry, I saw you, but I was waiting for him to finish the story. You are muted, actually. Let me unmute you. Well, if it'll let me. Do you have a microphone, bud? Because it's not letting me unmute you. I don't know what's going on.
It must be his network, though.
Okay, I'll just remove him until he's able. I can't hear you, bro.
He looks like a statue.
I mean, he can just chill out and just look pretty. That's
yep.
I can pretend what he's saying. Do I have
I
to
guess
use
he cannot. I guess he cannot hear us. Mason, can you hear us, buddy?
He can't hear us.
No.
I doubt he can hear us. Yeah.
Oh, well, shit, there he goes. Well, anyway, Mason joined us for a little bit. It was nice talking to him. Oh.
It was like that band that we had on before.
It was nice seeing him.
That his bandmate spent 20 minutes in the screen unmuted, like just muted the whole time.
Yeah, we had I forget what band it was, but we had a band on here one time. We were talking with the singer, I think it was, and then the guitarist joined. He was muted for like 20-30 minutes, and like we were talking with the singer, and we were telling him he's muted, but he couldn't hear us because his headphones weren't on either. So he thought we were ignoring him.
Oh man, that's pretty bad.
It was pretty funny.
Hey Mason, you are backstage right now. You have to hit the unmute button because I see that you're still muted, and then we can bring you on. There we go. He's unmuted. He's actually muted.
The Wi-Fi is not working, and I'm on my mobile internet. It's really slow. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I'm really slow too. It's all right.
It's really slow.
We were talking about bands that influenced us, first gigs, all that stuff. What bands influenced you, and also what musician is on your playlist that nobody would expect? Okay, good job. You're muted. You have to unmute yourself, bro.
I think he wanted to mute that question because he knows that we're going to be hearing a lot of weird answers from him.
Yeah, what band got you into metal? Madonna. What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mason, dude. Your internet's being really laggy and you keep being muted. So I'm going to go ahead and put you backstage until it starts getting better. Getting better. But yeah, you guys are so much fun to talk to. I'll tell you that, because there's so many times on the show. We like to have fun on the show because we don't want to be that same show that's like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Like we ask those kind of questions, but it's nice to have fun too.
Done. I loved it. The moment I entered this room, I was like, I missed the first 15 minutes of it. So, I I feel bad about that.
That's what she said. But yeah, it's been.
And you know what, guys? Just to be, since you guys are such nice and open-hearted guys, I'm actually in the middle of a political rally. There's a political meeting happening right now. I'm going to turn my camera around so you guys can see what's happening outside my window. So just check this out.
Oh wow,
Dude, where's this?
What-
I'm stuck. I can't even leave if I want to. There are too many cars around. I'm stuck right now.
so what's the
So
political what's the political rally about?
So basically, I'm also like one of the members of the youth wing of our political party in the state. So this is a kind of a political meet for all the youth of the state. So there's a number of very important people at the venue right now. So I stepped out. Because inside the music is too loud, and they're playing Justin Bieber. So they're playing Justin Bieber. So I have just stepped out. And a friend of mine he wants to enter the car. Yeah.
Bro,
So anyways, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
you guys are at a political rally and you're sitting there, baby, oh, hear what we have to
Yeah,
say.
even I don't
Can you
get
do a
that.
metal cover of that song, please?
Welcome
I
back,
think
Nathan.
I think some bands have
Really
done
sorry,
that
guys.
before, I guess.
The Wi-Fi is not working, and my internet is so bad. I'm really sorry, man. I'm just going
It's
on and
okay.
off, on and off.
It's okay, man.
Don't apologize. It's okay.
It's okay. You can't control your Wi-Fi. Let's see if we can get you to
Yeah,
be a part of this conversation. What musician?
I've missed a lot. I guess. I mean, it's been going on for 37 minutes. So I missed so much.
We'll just pick up where we're at right now.
All
So
right,
we was
right. Cool,
talking.
cool.
We was talking about Justin Bieber just now. And political rallies. Two things I never thought I'd put together. So Mason, what musician do you enjoy that nobody else would really expect you to listen to that isn't metal?
Okay. See, I
Lots.
usually I listen to a lot of I listen to a lot of genre, like except those shitty music, like like if you say that I really enjoy, I have to think about it. There's a lot of artists that I really enjoy. For example, I do enjoy a lot of these James Arthur song. And then those are the artists I like, James Arthur, and then I listen to some Illenium. So basically that's the song that's the artist I listen to that people maybe might like, might not like, I don't know, but I guess
we just stated on this show that gospel got him into metal, and
gospel god, who's gospel god?
It's pretty unusual to hear that too.
Gospel got Andreas into metal.
Andreas.
Okay, gospel got Andreas into metal. Okay. I think basically here in Shillong we all started from that, I guess.
And then Cornelius, Justin Bieber got him into metal.
But see, we have to admit it. At one point of time, we have
a gospel metal band.
Dude, gospel metal pop band. That should be the next album. Change genres one last time.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point of time, I bet everyone has listened to Justin Bieber. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Everyone.
Even if you didn't want to do it, people would play his song and you just hear, and it was like, okay. Especially here out in Shillong, these local cab drivers, they'll be playing Justin Bieber, like all day, every day.
Yeah. JB is like the Bollywood. It's like the Bollywood in India. You can't shut Bollywood out, bro. It's like it's everywhere. Every salon, every restaurant, every hub will be playing Bollywood music. So whether you like it or not, those songs get embedded in your skull for life, bro.
That's kind of how it is in the United States with country music. Like,
Okay.
Like you guys are lucky.
I still dig.
I
You know, Captain, I still dig country music. I still dig country music. I'm okay with country music.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you hear it every day from when you are a child,
okay, yeah, that's something we wouldn't like.
Like I get on my tractor. Like no, like I don't wanna. And I find it weird that like the country artists are like multi-millionaires and they're singing about a farm they've never owned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road.
Old town road, I'm gonna ride till I can no more.
You know what's really weird about that song? When I first heard it, I thought it said I'm gonna take my horse to the hotel room.
That's what even I interpreted, you know? That's what even I interpreted.
I'm like, what are you doing to the horse? What are you like, leave the horse alone.
That sounded as wicked as hell, bro. That sounded so bad.
And then they turned around and they had Billy Ray Cyrus sing on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, that sounded bad, bro. That sounded really bad.
I didn't write it. What are you talking about? I didn't write it. I just heard it. I heard it. I'm not taking my horse to the hotel room.
You know what? I've never laughed so much in an interview, man. This is the first time.
Yeah, man. I
didn't expect
like,
this.
Same with us. For a band that writes songs. For a band that writes songs on, we write songs on such sensitive issues and such serious issues. All the interviews we've had have been so serious, and sometimes I think it kind of portrays a different image, of who we really are. But we're just fun-loving guys who just have an awareness of what's really happening around. We just want, we just really want to do some good before we go, man. Our time is short in this on Earth, yeah. Before you know it, you're ash and dust. So before we go, we just want to leave a mark. That's it. Period. That's it.
See, that's how I am. Like, I like to make people happy. As weird and creepy as that sounds, I like to make people.
You like to make people laugh. Yeah, I get it.
It's
just really nice.
Like we do take this podcast very seriously, but at the same time, like we'd like to have fun with it.
Yeah, because
I do something different.
But it's really fun at times. It's not always about being so serious. It's like you have a fun time, you have a serious time. There's always a time for everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get the message across in a serious way and then have fun. That's the thing I've noticed with a lot of interviews that I don't really like. I like watching interviews, but it seems like a lot of them are the same, where they're like all serious for like 10 minutes and then the interview's over, and you never really get to know the band. I want to get to know you guys.
That's true. That's really true.
And you know what, Captain? Captain, I've worked at a radio station for 10 years. So I've been doing interviews for donkey's years, I've interviewed so many people, I've lost count. And I won't say I've taken the same approach as you have, taking humor into account. But yeah, so many times it has really worked, just to break the ice, just to get into the skin of whoever is in front of the mic. And I think, bro, you're doing an amazing job. Fuck, you should be right on top when it comes to these things.
Well, go ahead and talk to all the people that you know in radio. Let's make us happen.
Go to the rally and promote this podcast.
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
I actually have shirts that says "Thank you for coming on my pink sock." I'm gonna get you guys them, and you can wear them around.
Mike, I just thought of it. Dude, Mike, if we ever go to India and they like find out who we were, we're gonna be like the Iron Maiden.
Yeah, we're gonna be the Iron Maiden podcast.
We're gonna have people like waiting for us.
Good one.
And like asking for autographs and pictures. Like, fuck.
Yeah, man, definitely send us the shirts, man. We're gonna do some free publicity for you guys.
Everything, man. Come on.
Just send me an address and I'll ship shirts. It just might be a while.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll do so. Awesome.
but if you guys ever need like comedians opening for you, I mean, you can see what we can do. Do you guys ever plan on touring the States?
That is the bucket list, definitely, man.
Yeah.
We
So
hope
We
I
just
so.
hope we
guess,
get the right
maybe
contacts, the right connection, Hopefully, then maybe we'll just keep on making music, and hopefully, someone will really enjoy or dig any record label or anything. Maybe then we'll be able to tour the States, man.
Everyone listening, share the hell out of this band because we need to get them touring because they're incredible. I enjoy. I love the genre change. Not saying that your old stuff was bad, but the genre change really
man, thanks.
is sculpting you guys as an original act.
thanks,
And I
man.
love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. But guys, is there anything you individually want to promote and things that you guys have coming up that you want to talk about?
Currently, we're working on the next single. So yeah, it's gonna come up maybe somewhere in September, I guess. So we're just done recording the song. We're gonna shoot the music video for that, and that's it. We're not gonna spill out any more beans.
Okay. And do you guys have any shows planned? Because I know it's a pandemic kind of world still in some parts of the world. Do you guys have any shows coming up?
We've got a few shows. I mean, like we've got a few promoters who have called us, for some shows. But we're currently not taking any shows at the moment since we're really very busy at the studio. We are writing like 5 to 6 songs. We're also writing songs for the album, which we're going to release sometime maybe next year if that happens, or the year after. But I think we're gonna hit the stage maybe by the end of the year,
January,
maybe 2023.
by January,
say in January.
hopefully.
By January.
That would be awesome. I can't wait. I'm going to keep my ears peeled for that. How do you keep your ears peeled? I've always heard that saying, but is somebody like tearing their ears off? Like what? But I'll keep my ears open for that, not peeled.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm probably going to get off of here soon because we've discussed just about everything we could. I would love to have you guys back on though. Once that album
definitely,
hits.
man. Definitely. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Definitely, man.
No
Thank you so
problem,
much.
guys. No problem, guys. Thank you for coming on the show. I know you guys have a busy studio coming up. Once Andreas gets out of that whole political rally, he might not he might not make it for the recording sessions. I don't know.
Speaking of that, Matt, I mean, Captain, you got it on the dot, bro. I had a recording session today. I had to call up Core and I told him I have a very, very important meet which I cannot escape. We were supposed to finish one of my parts for the third song, which is due to come out hopefully this September. We've pushed that to tomorrow, so tomorrow I'm gonna get it done by all means.
If the political,
like I said, screw the political rally. I mean, for me, I think my band and my music is much more important because music has always been there for me. People have always backed out, in very dire situations. But the music, the band has always been there. So the band always comes first. The music always comes first.
The next political rally, you guys should perform during the rally. That would be.
But
it might just happen.
Hopefully, it might happen because.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Like,
yeah.
So you guys were awesome to talk to. I had a lot of fun today, and I hope you guys had fun too.
Yeah, definitely we had, man.
Really sorry for missing out on so much, man. If the internet was really working, I would have joined earlier, but I missed out on so much. But yeah, nonetheless, I enjoyed the rest of the whatever remaining time was there. I really enjoyed it, man.
It was great having you, dude. I saw you keep popping up, but I figured you was having issues.
Yeah, I was really having issues. I tried, but then finally I just took a hotspot from one of my friends. So yeah, eventually it helped.
Oh, steal it more often. I mean,
no, usually I really don't do that. It's because of the Wi-Fi.
but it was nice.
But yeah, I'm glad, man.
It was nice talking to you guys.
Really, yeah, really.
And remember, everyone, as always, live long, rock hard, and check these guys out on all streaming platforms. They kick ass, and check out their music video for child abuse and rape culture. Both are amazing songs. And donate to charities near you, or even the Indian charity for the child abuse. So, guys, much love. Hope your band blows the hell up, and I see you soon in Ohio.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Matt.
It really means a lot, man. Really means a lot.
Thank you, Gorak. It was nice talking to you two guys, man.
You too, man.
Yeah, man.
Much love from Australia.
You guys have been such fun, man. It's really nice.
Much love. Live long,
Much love.
rock on.
Much love.
Live long, man.